Hi guys, it's Nancy here, and I just wanted to share with you the stash that I'm going to be using for my Hey Little Magpie blog post this month. I've chosen something that's a little bit probably out of my comfort zone, but I'm kind of really looking forward to having a play. I have picked pieces all from the past Bella Boulevard collections. So I've just picked a selection, and I'm going to see what I can do with them. Bella Boulevard is quite a kitsch kind of, you know, collection. It's kind of got like a lot of graphic sort of cartoons and stuff. So this piece is from the Alex collection, which has all got headphones on, but I love it for this side, which is all arrows. And I'm not going to lie, I'm going to mainly be using the B-sides anyway. This piece from Barnyard, which has got all these cute little piggies on, but actually I'm going to be using this side, which is a great brown sort of neutral. This is Popsicles and Pandas. Again, this is just a really nice floral pink, or there's a bright floral on this side, so I thought I quite like this pink side. This piece, I love this side, this black and white graphic, which makes my camera go freaky. On this side there's little pandas and pandas wearing glasses and stuff like that. Which shouldn't really kind of work for what I got. I don't have any panda eating ice cream pictures or anything like that, but I do like this side. Those little clouds I could fussy cut as well. This piece is from Addison. I've seen a lot of people use the Addison collection. It was kind of more of a sort of a teen girl collection, and I really liked it. I love just this pink. That's really nice. And there's feathers on the back, so they'd be great for fussy cutting. This triangular sort of print is fantastic as a background, where you've got a great yellow polka dot. You'll know if you've watched my past videos, I made my 2017 mini album box using the Bella Boulevard On My Stars paper, so I love their tones, and actually they use a lot of the same. This pink is exactly the same as that, so I will do an update video of this because that's up to date. Oh, and now it's not going to wedge where it was. Okay, so yeah, so there's this blue tartan, check, plaid, whatever you want to call it. Gingham, maybe. And then these are the cut-off heart cards. I do like them. I thought they'd be great for layering and cutting little bits out. This again is from the Addison. It's the borders, so you've got the strips you can use, or you've got the really nice tribal stuff on the back. Then there is the Secret of the Seas. There's a boy Secret of the Seas and there's a girl Secret of the Seas. So one is more mermaids, one is more pirates. But I love this, and I brought loads of this actually. So this is just a scale, like a wave scale kind of pattern. And then you've got fish on the back. This one, which is whales, I think I've still got whale pictures. I think there's going to be about 40 whale layouts in my album. But I love this, but I also love the little seagull sitting on top of the whale's head there. We've got a yellow polka dot, which is great. This is a cut apart, and this is the girl cut apart, so you've got the little mermaids, little puffer fish, again, seagull sitting on a whale, why so crabby, mermaid kisses, starfish wishes, but then a great pink graph on the back. This is Finding Fishes again, so it's quite a fishy kind of, well, not kind of fishy, it is a fish one, where you've got this great orange background. This one has, if you want to know how much I love you, you count all the waves in the sea, so this is like a text background, or it's got like this pink sort of seaweedy one. I think this was the girls collection, but I kind of quite like that. Well, either of them are good. This is the boys cut apart. Again, there's like pirates, captains, submarines, that kind of thing, and a wave background. Beautiful jellyfish paper, and I'm actually going to be using this as a jellyfish paper. I'll be sharing why in a layout, but I love that. And you've got just a great plain grid, so that's going to be great for like journaling. This, which is splash sort of effect, or again the waves. This is the same as the one that was in the girl collection, and it uses like the colours that you'll find in that collection. So they are just some great basics. And then this one, which is kind of all a lot of dots and little dots and stuff, or fishes, which is the same as the pink fishes, if I can find it. Pink fishes. Yeah, pinky fish. There you go. So like that's the girl and the boy. So those are the papers that I got. Because I'm using a mixture of stash, I didn't get any embellishments that went with it. I picked up these fab just rhinestones. You can never have too many rhinestones, and I wanted some in quite the sort of primary colours. Is I went with this. I've also got some dewdrops. My camera focuses, so I'm going to try and have a play with including them on layouts. I've then got some of the clear buttons. I've got an idea of using them in embellishment clusters. And then I brought the plain white Bella Boulevard puffy hearts. And I've seen people colour these in with alcohol markers, so I thought if I got the white, then that could possibly work. So because a lot of this is really kind of quite graphic collections, what I've done is, as I always do when I use my silhouette, I've done a sort of mass binge cut. And I've cut out lots of different designs. I'm not sure how I'm going to use these on pages, if I'm going to use these all on pages. But yeah, I cut out lots of pieces, so there's like floral pieces. There's quite a lot just stacked up here. If I just show you here, there's a big floral. Not sure how I'm going to use that, but I do love that. I want to do about a knitted hat that I made, so I've cut this out, and I've cut it out of black because it keeps it quite graphic, so I think that's definitely going to be used. I've got some specs, this beautiful anchor, which is going to go with some of the nautical themed stuff. I cut out these frames, whoops, so there's 3 of these frames, which are great, and so they look just so graphic out of the black cardstock. This is the American Crafts black cardstock. Big ball of yarn, love that. And then I've used this on the layout before actually. This is a circular piece. I think it goes as like a Zentangle circle. So I've pulled that out as well to maybe use that as one of my backgrounds. So yeah, I've got lots of ideas for bits that I can use in one way or another. And as I said, I did spend time fussy cutting all of these to use. I said if not, I will just store them. Some of them aren't perfectly cut, but you know, we'll see what we do with them. So yeah, that is my plan. So I am going to now go into my first process video of this. I will put all the links down below for where you can find the bits on the blog. I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll go to the video bit. Bye! Right, so over to the process video. I cut out these 4, well, I had 4 photos that I printed on my Canon selfie, and I decided that I'm only going to use 3 of them, and I'm going to put them into like a photo strip. I just used the app on my phone to put 2 photos together and then print them. And I printed these with a border because I did want them slightly smaller so I could fit them into a photo strip. These are photos of Captain Calamari, who is an octopus that I made, and he lives at work in my office. The kids love him. If kids are misbehaving and being idiots, then I make them sit with it on your head. There's a picture of him in a wig, in cat ears, in a beanie. So it's quite funny. He's become part of my office really, and he's been given the name Captain Calamari. Even though calamari is technically a squid, but it kind of works. So yeah, I wanted to just document him. And of course, when I was looking through the Bella Boulevard papers, there was this one that's called Dancing Jellies, which is really cool. So I've just mounted up on one of the B sides of the papers and just creating a really simple mat. I didn't want to do too much. And then I'm going to use a piece from the Alex collection which had those arrows on, because it's going to pick up the grey of those jellyfish as well. As I said, I wanted to keep it super simple, and then I spent some time with my Cameo actually cutting out a title. I'm kind of learning to kind of plan a little bit more of my layouts than I used to, because I batch cut with my Cameo, because my Cameo is not set up all the time. I have to have it, get it out specially, so I did kind of plan a little bit that I wanted to use the title and how big I wanted the title as well for this one. But really, I didn't want to cover up too much of that background paper because it's just fab. And as I said, I wanted to just kind of document how, you know, this octopus is loved by the kids and, you know, has become part of my work, you know. And I don't, you know, if you don't know and you're new to my channel, I run a alternative school, so kids that have been removed from mainstream school for a variety of reasons, and they are between 12 and 15 mainly, but I also work with people up to 19, and they all love Captain Calamari, so that's good. So I did just show you a close-up there of what I did with one of the die cuts, that anchor. It was like more of a tribal design, so I used my Nuvo drops. I only have 5 Nuvo drops, so you do keep seeing the same colours over and over again. And I just used it to infill some designs on there as well, and it just really made the die cuts pop. And I'm actually going to do the same with the title as well. I used quite a graphic font that reminds me of tattoos, that sort of font. So, you know, which is a bit kind of like Old Sailor, which kind of I thought went with the nautical collection. I fussy cut out that little octopus as well from one of the papers, and here I'm just using a little star punch that I've got, and I'm using some of those clear buttons, and I'm actually just going to glue the star under the button, and then I'm going to end up stitching it on the layout. But that makes just a cool little dimensional element on the page, but it's not too dimensional because, you know, I'm trying to make sure my albums aren't massive. So I'm just again cutting up some other little bits of cardstock here from the cut apart sheets, just to add a little bit, and I wanted to add a little bit of green on here. Again, I'm just cutting a few little banner pieces just to add to my layout, because as I said, I know that my title is going to go over that big sort of journaling block there, and I'm just going to do my journaling underneath on the paper. Over the octopuses. I used some, of course, my Route 66 ink and a little bit of teal in the background. And again, I really love how that came out. I'm going to mount the whole layout on black as well. When I do my cut aparts, I always make sure I leave about a 3/4 of an inch border around the whole piece of paper, so I can then use it to mount my layouts up, because I just think it's, you know, stretching my stash a little bit as well. So I'm just planning about where I'm going to put this. I say I've mounted that on a piece of cardstock or pattern paper, and then I've done some elements in the Nuvo drops. So this is my title, I said, and I really love how bold it is. I did have to pay out a little bit to try and fit it on, because actually where I'd put my layout down, things had shifted a bit, but you know, it worked okay. So I don't know what happened there, my microphone went stupid. So yeah, I'm now just going to be sticking them all down with glue, which is a bit time consuming, but it's well worth it. I didn't want to weld it as sort of one title, because I wanted them to look, you know, like different letters. And as I said, I really love this font, so I love how it came together. As I said, I'm going to use all these sort of black die cuts throughout using these papers, because it kind of, you know, it goes to kind of more the whimsical kind of theme as well. It looks more cartoony, and I'm quite happy in my albums having a huge mixture of styles. I don't like to stick to one style necessarily. I like to kind of play about. So I think this is fun to have a bit of a play. As I said, that anchor is really nice. I really love that design, and there's quite a few different designs. There's a lot of animals in that kind of tribal design as well. So I think I might be getting a few more of those, because I really like how it looks. And if you had it big on a page, it would be even more stunning. So yeah, I could have sped this up a little bit more, because this is kind of boring watching me glue all these down. But I did get Calamari stuck down, thank goodness. I'm just using my wet glue to stick my button down. I use the Cosmic Shimmer glue. It sticks down fine, you don't see it. And I'm then going to sew that button on as well. But just because it's clear, my niece was around while I was doing these layouts, so she made me a bee or a butterfly. So you're going to see little hands around as well during these videos, because she does keep nipping in and out, which meant these took a lot longer than they normally would because there was a small person in the room. So I'm just sticking down some of the dewdrops now. They look like little bubbles. They work perfectly. I really love how they look on the page. So yeah, I'm really happy with how these pages came out. So they're not my normal style, but I really loved experimenting. As I said, these are for my Hey Little Magpie blog post, so they are up on the blog today. I will put a link down in the cleavage bar, doobly-doo, and you can go and check it out. Of course, I'll also be putting pictures on my Instagram and also on my Pinterest. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I said I'm going to be back with, there was 4 layouts I made for this, so there'll be 4 different videos. And I've got another few videos coming up as well as those older ones. So my channel is looking a bit more lively. So I'm just going to finish off by adding some Nuvo drops, and I'm really happy with how it all turned out. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!